Okay, let's see. Can hear myself here. What about YouTube? Can hear myself here. YouTube is working as well. Great. And the chat is working as well. Awesome. This means we can start with the dailies. Okay. New day, new mindset. Today, surely we won't fuck it up. We have a checkmate. Checkmates should be more doable. If I do this and he takes, I can go here. He has to go here and then I can go here. I'm just gonna please show me why this is wrong. Oh, he can go there. No, he can't. Wait, what? What is wrong? This is doing nothing. This is doing nothing. Can't block it. This means he has to go there. Oh, I don't have the situation where I can do this. Okay, I see. So I'm doing this first and then I do this. I did the exact same error as yesterday. I thought in the right direction, but the execution was wrong. White to move. Can I win the queen? I mean, you want me to do some sort of pawn promotion, but how do I do this if he has 2 pieces on that rank? And my rook is completely fucked over here. Holy shit. What is that position? Although I would get him on a re-rank like this. I mean, it has to be a forcing move, right? Because otherwise he will just take. Where's my check? Here's a check. I mean, he has several ways to defend that. And that check is not really doing anything as well. What about this? I mean, win the queen, so even if I trade my rook for it, he still has 2 rooks. Okay, I have 1 pawn more. And one that can promote, but I don't even see a way how my rook will get there. I mean, if I do this, at least I have something to protect it. And the next move I could do something like this, but what about it? I like putting my queen here though. And putting him a bit under pressure and I'm forcing him to do a decision. If he goes there, this looks kind of shit for him, so I'm gonna expect him to do this, which opens up this. I think that's it, right? Oh, interesting. What? Wait, isn't that super stupid? I just get the rook now? How the fuck do I win the queen though? Huh. Well. That's unfortunate, huh? If I do this, he does this. I do this with check. He does, if I do this. I mean, this doesn't make oh wait, it does make sense. Well, he could just do this. This doesn't look good. I just lose my pawn and my queen. It's a rook versus 4 pawns versus 4 pawns. I guess I can get this one at some point. Yeah. Well, just hide. Interesting. Interesting. Black to move, find a way to win material. How though? If I do this, I'm threatening this if he wants to take. I kinda like it. Is there some kind of fork I can do? If I get my horse here and his king is somehow here or here, I guess I like this move. Is this a bait? If I take, he has this check. Then what? Do I care about this? I mean, let's say I do this. Isn't he still just kind of fine? Like, he has free choice to move his horsey anywhere. I can't even promote this guy. He actually has a passed pawn, which is a bit scary. I really want to do this just to prevent him from checking me. But I mean, no matter what, oh, wait. I have a really weird idea. I mean, the point is I want this horse, I guess. How would this look like? I want to go there to get his king away or to capture his knight if it tries to capture my pawn. for this move to do anything though, he has to move his king. He can't go there. He can't go there. He can't go there. He can't take. So he can only go there. But if I do this or take, I block this opportunity. The problem is if I take, I allow him this. And then I don't know, this. Or even this, but yeah. I'm so confused. It's probably wrong, but I have to do it. It's right. Oh, fuck. But it's not over. Wait, but it's still the same situation though. Holy shit, and now we can even trade this one down. Damn. But what if he does this? Let's say I play this, and now he says, well, good luck stopping this guy. If I do this, that's a checkmate. Oh. He can't play this move, interesting. He's suffocated by his own pieces. I mean, he could... No, he can't. He has to move this piece. Crazy. Interesting. I didn't even see that check. I kinda did see it, but I only thought of it as a forced check, not a checkmate. Find a way to win material, black to move, okay. Isn't this just checkmate? What? Am I in check? Oh, I'm check. Okay, I see. I mean, he can't do anything if I go here, right? If I go here, he can do some stupid things. That's actually just checkmate. I guess we go up. Fuck. If I go here, he does this, which forces me down here, and then it's checkmate. It actually isn't. If I go here, you go here, I go here. Nice. I was looking at this move, I was confused why am I not just checkmating him, but didn't realize I was in check. Okay, another checkmating idea, white to move. Okay, what the fuck happened here? Wait, what happened? Why is he not taking my... Oh, is it the other way around? I am white. Am I going in this direction? Or is he going in this direction? Because what reason is there to go here? And not go here? Anyways. Wait, I can check it here, right? Yeah, I'm going that direction, so why is he not just taking me? Did I miss something? Okay, I mean, if I do this, he just takes. And is protecting that square twice. If I do this, he just eats me from behind. But then I can do this because my... Oh no, I thought it was a sniper. It was indeed not a sniper. Such a weird position. It seems so Jova for him, but somehow it isn't. Actually, it looks more Jova for me. If I don't check him, I'm fucked. So we have to play only forcing moves. What can I do after this one? I mean, what is this one even doing? Wait, don't tell me it's something crazy like I do this. I do this first. He goes here. I go here. He goes here. And then I move this guy up. And he has to go there. And then I'm doing this. This looks ridiculous. Yeah, that's it, right? Crazy. Okay, nice. This was a good one. I only made one mistake, I think. And even that one I thought correctly, but executed wrong. Nice. We are so back. Let's continue. It's some early ninja. It's just Gino. It's just Kiba. It's not Neji. I have to guess him though. Don't tell me it's one of you guys. Oh yeah, he can do Genjutsu without gore. Did Shai appear already? He did. I mean, I know that Shikamaru only does ninjutsu, so... And Lee only does taijutsu, so it's none of the Konoha 11 or Konoha 7 or I don't know how many it were. Konoha 12? 12, right? Wait, is it just Asuma or Guy? I forgot about the teachers. Okay, it's just Guy. This motherfucker being able to do ninjutsu is the biggest fucking middle finger to Lee I've ever seen. Was this Konohamaru? Was this Temari? Some wild shit going on in Boruto, huh? My brother believed that the village was something that demolished the boundaries between clans. Well, in the end it wasn't that simple. My brother was too soft. Tobirama, true. Wait, that looks like a high-res picture of Karen, what the fuck? Why are eyes so detailed in that one? Okay, clean run. Now, Sorosabo. do have a fruit with no haki pre-time skip. No haki fruit pre-time skip. I mean, Smoker has haki. Yeah, Smoker has Logia as well. Man, those fruit wheelers without haki are weird. Okay, it's Paramecia, of course. It's always Paramecia. Pre-Alabaster. Wait, can Buggy use haki? He can't, but he has way more bounty. Nobody in the East Blue Saga has a fruit. Kuro doesn't. Creek doesn't. Arlong doesn't. Smoker has a Logia. What about the whole Little Garden Saga? Mr. Free, maybe. It's not Cross Guild though. It is Little Garden. Who the fuck appeared in Little Garden? I mean, Crocodile is Logia, right? Yeah. All the others didn't appear in Little Garden though. Yeah, he was Alabaster. Or they are not the database, is what I meant, like Miss Halloween or whatever her name was, Mr. Five, Miss Sunshine, the one with the colors. They are all not in the database. Who appeared in Little Garden? This is gonna be rough. Might be like only one scene. Where they appeared. Can I get something out of the heights? It's between 212 and 253. So it's some big dude. But not a giant. It's below... Oh wait, it's higher than 24 million. It's higher than Mr. Free. But it's lower than Mr. 175 million. I mean... Oh, Mr. 2, did you appear earlier? Oh, okay. Completely forgot that he appeared earlier. And I completely forgot that he existed. Kibi no Mi. Kibi. Nope. No idea. Melee fruit? What the fuck is even melee? I'm talking about the singer all the time, but don't even know what it means. What the fuck? What fruit is based on grain? It allows you to create dango from the... Why is it called after... Why is it not called after the dango? Well, that's Croc. Talking about him. Shit. I mean, it has to be a villain, right? Or is it this dude? No. What a ridiculous laugh. Who could have a laugh like this? Let's hear it one more time. Sounds like a bird. Like the Tamago guy, but he's not in the database. Is there another bird guy? It's not Foxy. I mean, let's go through the sagas. It's not Buggy, it's not Kuro, it's not Creek, it's not Arlong, it's nobody from Locktown. Is it somebody from the Baroque Empire? I'm actually not sure how it's called in English. Baroque Company? I mean, Mr. 3, Mr. 2, Mr. 1 don't fit. Croc doesn't fit. Nobody from Alabaster fits. It's not Bellamy. It's not anybody from Blackbeard. It's not the... What was his name again? Something with N. Yeah. Noland. It's not the other one. What was it? Was it something with C? Cricket. It's not Cricket. Let's get the hint at least. While I think of it. It's nobody from Skypiea. The only one from Skypiea is Enel and maybe Konus? I think Konus is not in the database, okay. Oh, I just saw Hawkback. No. Somebody from CP0 or from Water 7. Nobody I can... Is it Jabra? No. Somebody from... I already guessed Foxy. I mean Moria? No. And now we are getting into Sabaody Archipelago and there... Can't really think of anybody. It's Kanjuro. It's his evil laugh. Haven't thought about it at all. Okay. It's a Brawl character. It's a human. How about Toon Link? Because of GameCube, Wind Waker? Hell yeah. That's Falco, right? Nope, is it Fox? Okay, not sure how to distinguish those two. It actually looks pretty funny. Yoshi. That's just Peach, right? Yes. Okay. Min. Oh, we are through. I like the Smash Hits. I get through them more easy than most of the time. Okay, water type. I know my water type. Let's get a crazy. Wait, that's new up psychic. What am I doing? Anton. Goldini. Zepa. Europe. Wait, it's either red or white, so it's red. A red what? Oh, it's Carpador, right? Yes. I do know my water types. And there's another one. Tentacruel. What? Because it has stronger brain blood vessels than other Pokemon. Even regular rage doesn't perform bad on his health. Is it just rough? Yes. Interesting. That looks like... Oh, that's wrong. Is it a snake? It's a snake. I misinterpreted this one. But no problem. Continue. It's a dude bot laner. I'm thinking of Ezreal. Wait, it's not a human, but it's chemically altered, so it's Twitch. That was a freebie. If you run, you won't see me stab you. Shaco? Talon? Ah, that's fucked up.
If you run, you won't see me stab you.
That's fucked up to say, man. Okay, that's Karthus. What is it, his passive? When he dies, I guess. I just realized I was thinking about passives where you can control the character after he dies, like Cyan, Karthus, Kog'Maw, but also Zyra back then. And thinking about why they changed her passive. Because Cyan is still kinda strong and can do stuff. Karthus can be strong. Although Karthus itself is, yeah, like not a really often picked champ. Kog'Maw is kinda ass, but it can work out. Zyra was literally one skill shot. You had one chance, which is so rough because as Karthus at least you get like can use all your skills. So really interesting design that they said, yep. Zyra gets one shot, which can be dodged quite easily. Okay, but back to this one. Snowman. Trundle, Nunu. Oh, true, of course, he's making snowballs. I thought it was Kata, but... Is it... Oh, wait, that's Eve, right? These are her spiky thingies. Which one is it, though? I don't know what the difference between a Nightbringer and a Shadow Evelyn is. Are you just Shadow Evelyn? It was indeed just Shadow Evelyn. Nice. What the fuck? That's just a random wall. These actual graphics? That looks crazy. Never. These are never just graphics, right? This has to be a photo. I don't want to even do a guess because whichever game I guess will get a huge boost because I think the graphics are that great. It is an actual game. 73 only. Is it like a Dead Island? Dead Island is so old, it doesn't have such good graphics. It is a Dead Island. Bro, give it to me, please. Dead Island 2? Okay. I thought it never released. but apparently did. But it didn't. Well, 73 is not the worst, but this screenshot still is fucking me up. For some reason, this looks way too realistic for me. This one doesn't anymore. Also costs a weird motion blur. I just thought of Bloods and first person. Some reason it's also light. It's not a horror game, so yeah, Dead Island is the only thing that came to my mind. Okay. Now let's get our geography in. 200. Okay. There. Nice. Mongolia to Austria. Okay. Well, we can bridge a lot with Russia. Then we can go Poland and then we can go Germany. Actually, we have to go Belarus first. That's it. You are Russia, you are Poland, you are Belarus, you are Mongolia, you are Germany, you are Austria. Awesome. Now. Oh, this seems like I could know it. Is it Costa Rica? Wait, what? What is the tip? A lower 8,000. This could actually work out with Costa Rica. It's not Costa Rica. Wait, 1,400 top right. Oh no, is it like a Caribbean island like Haiti? Haiti? Oh, I feel like I should know this. You are not Jamaica, are you like Dominican Republic? That's further away. Could be like Belize. I don't know how Belize flag looks like though. Oh, fuck. It's some Caribbean island, right? Or Middle American island. I don't know. What is there? Cuba. Got him. Now, let's get the Seychelles gas out. That's not helping. Let's get a Brazil. Is it South Africa? No, it can't be. Wait, green, yellow, green with stars in the middle. Suriname? It actually might. No, there's no red. Is it? How does Cameroon look like? No. Green, yellow, green with stars in the middle. I think I need like a full yellow one. Wait, what did I even guess? Brazil. What is this? This is Lesotho? No. Eswatini? No. I mean South Africa, South Sudan. These all don't work. Mozambique? Not really. Tanzania? No. Okay, let's get a full yellow flag. What do we have? Thinking of Vietnam for some reason, but you only have the star. What is a really yellow flag? Spain? Yeah, let's get Spain. Holy shit, what is that? So the left part is red. Is it some Oceanian one, or is it some... Is it some African one? Let me look at the flags. I'm full cheating now. But I feel like it might be a country I don't know from the top of my head. Like I did the Saints, I did the Dominicas, I did the Trinidads. Oh, there it is, Sao Tome and Principe. It was Africa. Yeah, these yellow-green combinations are reminding me of Africa. Where was Sao Tome again? I think it's at the coast, right? Yeah, it's an island. Okay, we got there, even with a bit cheating. Oh god. Aardvark, deny, jam, crash, fizzle, accept, parasite, die, sheep, bandicoot, leech, bargain, mooch, sponge, anger, chimpanzee. Okay. I don't know what that is. It's probably not a word, right? It is? Okay, it's like an anteater? Okay. We have Crash and Bandicoot. Okay, interesting. Parasite. Are they talking about an actual parasite, or are they talking about the film or the show? Although the show is written, the anime I mean is written with a Y, I think. The film, I'm not sure. Bargain, mooch. What is a mooch? These are very different. Okay. Okay, an aimless troll. Or an exploitation or stealing. Okay. I mean... Sounds like a parasite. Sounds like a leech. Is he also one that does shit like this? Wait, what is a bandicoot actually? Yeah, it's like a rodent. To steal growing root vegetables. Oh, wait. Is it to mooch, to leech, to bandicoot? It's weird. I want to do this. Fuck. Okay. We have Sponge. Do we have anything with SpongeBob? I don't see it. Anger. Oh, wait, we have anger, deny, bargain, accept. Stages of grief. Just die, okay. How about no? Crash. Do we have something with this, like Crash Bandicoot, Crash Leech, Crash Artwork? No, don't think so. Is it? What is the sheep doing here? Wait, is it like Shaun the Sheep, SpongeBob, Bandicoot, Chimpanzee? It was a wild guess. What's Jam doing here? What are you doing here? You are an animal. I mean, you guys are animals at least. Double vowel animals. Oh, okay, I see. Didn't pay attention to this at all. I hate those because they're so rare. Okay, now we have Parasite, Mooch, Leech, Sponge. Okay, Sponge means reloading apparently. I didn't know this. And you are Crash out, die out, fizzle out, jam out? Stop functioning. Jam, crash, die, fizzle. Okay, fair. Now, uh-oh. We have 10 plus 2 plus 4. No pluses, but we have a 0 at this spot specifically. So about 20 minus 3 minus 1. Okay, we have a 20 minus at least. But we probably have a division here, maybe? Like 8 divided by... Nope. Maybe it's a multiplication actually. Wait, is it just 2 times 2? It is a division. Oh, 8 divided by 2. Whoops. I was on the right track. Whoopsies. Okay, got there. I feel like I'm getting better at those. Now, fire, water, earth, wind, air, lava, ice. Air is the highest one. Atom. Oxygen. Chemistry. Sky, weather. Plane, airplane. Rocket, science. NASA, planet. Planet. Air. Up. Water balloon. Lift, rise, fly, animal, verb, jump, sport, rise, fall, sky, jump, skyfall, ski, thought, idea, human, war, emotion, thunder, electricity, electricity. How about fight, math, Physics, biology, religion, politics, art, music, ball. Did I have language already? Do we have geography? Do we have... Did I miss another school subject? Brain. I'm not even in the greens yet. Game, movie, entertainment. It's not even close. It's some sort of machine, stone. Did I not? I wrote earth, but not rock. Okay. Cliff, canyon, stone, dollar, pound, currency, euro, Europe, yen, land, planet, skipping stones, lake, comet, the moon, hard, paper, oh god, how do you write scissors? Scissor, stone, play, weight, round, rock. How is stone so high up, but rock so low? Element. Periodic table. Wait, is it furniture? Furniture. A bed. Closet. A night table. A wardrobe. Wood. Forest. Plant. A drawer. A ceiling. Oh. That was a big jump, okay. Ceiling. Couldn't they have given me sky for that maybe? I mean, I guess sky is the opposite of a ceiling. It kinda is our ceiling, right? Okay, but we got there. Nice. This means can now continue with the theoretical part. Okay, yesterday I said we would give those guys more attacks, so let's think about it. The good part is the unlock conditions are pretty straightforward because they only will get attacks for leveling, obviously. Oops. As... Wait, what the fuck? Ah, okay. As they can't really find anything. Alright, let me maybe check my overlays and everything. Okay. Yeah, there will never be something where they gain some attack based on something you do, although maybe the only thing I could think of is you beat the world And this is giving them an upgrade, but technically it's the same as level, because when you beat the world, you normally also level. So... yeah, no. The other thing would be karma. Should the opponents get different movesets for karma? I think bosses maybe. Maybe that should actually also be like that. But then I would have to think of different ideas for the bosses based on the karma. For normal enemies, I am not so sure. And even if... well, you could get a bad karma, actually, in this run. The one thing I have to think about is how does karma work on other worlds? Because it's a bit difficult to say, oh, you were bad in this world, so... now bad things will happen to you in the other world, because they're not connected, so I can't do the Undertale thing where the end game is shaping up to be bad. I can only do this really at the final point of the game when you fulfilled all the stuff, because it would be way too much variance if I allowed the player, or if I changed the words based on how you enter it. I don't even know how I would explain this in a narrative perspective. So let's not do it. But let's think about attacks a bit. First of all, how many attacks should they even get? Should they get 4 attacks at level 20? What does this mean? If I do this, this means in the next world when we enter, everybody will also needs to have 4 attacks then, and it would scale more and more. I mean, they could get better attacks throughout the run. It's a bit hard to say if I don't know. I roughly know what my target level is. How would I even want to shape itself? How should each enemy differ in the next world? As I said, if I say these ones get 4 attacks, like the 4 base attacks at level 20, the next ones also have level 20, and to increase that one for the third world, they would have to upgrade their attacks already. And then I would have to upgrade them again and again. So maybe we keep it on the low. We start out with maybe just 1, maybe 2 attacks. How about they get their second attack not at the end of the world, but in between, like I did it right here. They start with 1, they get a second one at level 10, they get a third one at level 20, they get a third one at level 40, and so on. I think that's not that stupid. Although... if the next world, if the next world is between level 20 and 30, you immediately start with the upgrade. So maybe level 25 should be better. Let's do it. Let's do 25. Now the question is, what the fuck will that be? I just gave them one normal attack and one quite strong burn with a high cooldown. I think this is also how I want to go. I think I only want to give them lower cooldown, better attacks at later stages. So if you stay too long in the fight, you run into the possibility to get a stronger attack, to get attacked by a stronger attack. I'm also thinking about making this one a neutral type, but maybe that's too easy. Like too riskless. Because there's no step move, neutral attacks will always be ass. I think that attack in itself is already fine. It seems weird though, because it's stronger than the hero's attacks. But the heroes also have way more health and higher stats in general. Now this one, I actually do like this as well. I'm thinking about maybe increasing 50 damage burn. Holy shit. I haven't thought about the power levels at all. Ooh, I haven't done these as well. I completely forgot about changing the power levels here. Because I changed it from percentage to fixed. Oops. But what stays is our target goal, which is this one, Fire Fist with 40. $76. I was confused for a second. Why the fuck was Fire Fist so low? So you are too high. Like, holy moly. 40% is also quite low, I think. Like, for such an attack... Oh, I'm thinking about even 100. Because I want the player to be burned. Sometimes, at least. Let's do 75 first. Maybe not 700. Obviously, really strong with 50 damage. Although it's for the hero, it's like 10% of its health. At level 1, by the way. You can push that number higher if you want. Let's make it a bit lower, 30. Still pretty high. What if I do it just to 50%? Not doing that? Oh, the damage is also really high, but it's 3 cooldown, chill. Maybe that's fine, actually. Maybe that's fine. Let's think about the next one. I also have to think about animations. I do luckily have 2 animations for this guy because for some reason I thought a normal enemy should have 2 attacks. I don't do this anymore. Only bosses get those from now on. I don't want to give him a magic attack though. I don't have the assets for that. Definitely should be a fire attack again. I don't want to give him any explosive debuffs. I don't want to do burn as well. unless I make like a 100% burn. By the way, here I don't give a fuck if the player has the same attack. Ah, I should give a fuck though. I should give a fuck about if the enemies have the same attacks. But it's not that bad to have more of the same between enemies. Because it's a fire world, obviously they will burn you. I think at this point it could actually really be a lower cooldown, stronger attack, 100 accuracy. Okay, I don't know why it's bold. Everywhere apparently. What happened here? Okay. Probably keep it single target. Bro, I can't write. Why is this one now on the right? What the fuck is going on? Drop you down. Wait, why is it so close? That's crazy. TBC. Bro here as well. Oh damn, what happened here? Oh. What did I write? In German. See if it's too strong. Let's look into our skill checklist. What do we have? Actually, I should probably look here. No, I think it's better here. Do I want something with a buff? I think buffs are more interesting for boss fights. Because these enemies, these fights usually don't take a lot of turns. So if I want to make it something that puts you under pressure, it should actually just be damage, so something like priority. But that's not really interesting, especially if it has a cooldown. Also, it would fit more to like a fast enemy. Something like confuse, always annoying as hell. Cleanse would be a supporting character. Cooldown. These are all supporters. A lot of these effects are also really specific for, or are like, I think more for boss fights, or interesting more for boss fights. Explosive is way too strong for an enemy like this. I say no. Negate. That would be interesting, but more for like a, again, a debuffer buffer or like a defensive type enemy. He should be aggressive, like that's his identity, he should be strong. So I guess explosive would actually fit, but not to this enemy. Crit chance is interesting. Something you can always just add on top. Okay, let's look into the new ones. Well, maybe not in all of them, but maybe I can see something interesting on the... Do I want something really interesting, like something special already? Maybe I just go quickly over them because these are just stat increases. These are the other debuffs which nobody in this world will do. Wounded would kinda fit because of the weapon type, but you can't even heal yet. Besides potions. But I think it's really only interesting in actual, again, boss fights and actual like an area where, or when you are, yeah, if you are like in an area where you're supposed to heal a lot. Life costs debuff. That might fit as well. He has an animation where he kind of jumps himself inside. That could make it really strong. And give him life cost as a debuff. But actually I don't want to give enemies debuffs that much because they can't really calculate how bad these are. Although it's also kind of irrelevant because they just respawn. Stat shuffle is for a boss. Should somehow try to mark them. Like this one is obviously for either a really specific type of enemy or a specific boss. Barriers wouldn't fit. Counter could fit, but I think it's too early. Like this is one of the first enemies. Maybe in their first enemy you see. Yeah, self cooldown is all debuff stuff. Life steal wouldn't fit, heal wouldn't fit, revive wouldn't fit. Yeah, guaranteed hit wouldn't fit to that area. Okay, now these are more interesting. The whole attack's also effective against this and that type. Because that's something where I could show the player like, hey, we have attacks which deal damage no matter which type you are. Player will mostly be neutral, like hero. He'll be neutral of fire. And the characters, the enemies already have like fire attacks, water attacks, and so on to work with that. Can also will only be neutral, maybe fire a few times. And also is always fire. Maybe that's actually something for later. And I think that's actually something more for the player itself than for the opponent. Besides specific bosses, obviously. All teammates attack together. Really cool concept, but would be for later. Ah, that's for the player. Uses defense stat for damage calculation. Too specific. Not for this enemy. Increases attack by X% of the enemy's HP slower than its HP. I think this one might be interesting. But also, they're really specific. Maybe I should think more simple for the beginning. But I have also to think about this world might not be... This is an attack you get later on, actually. So this is not one of the first attacks you will deal with, so it should have something more special, right? Ignores the target's defense and magic defense boosts. These become interesting when I actually give these out to the player. Force the player out of turn-based combat, that's really specific. Also boss attack. Oh, that's interesting. Increases the elemental attack multiplier by so and so on when hitting an elemental effective move. Well, they can't, because they're fire. Oh, do I give out those boosts on same element boosts? I think I should probably. But again, I don't think I should look on that one. Saves abilities of the target for X turns. Nah. Use up X random items of the target. That one's really, really mean. I think I will do this later somewhere, like in a section that should be mean. You won't debuff this guy, increase the damage of the attack based on the current HP of the user. It's interesting. Sounds like something of a more special enemy though. True damage, always interesting, true. Yeah, these are really specific. Increase the cooldown of a random attack of the target. These are mean. This is mean. First one of battle. Well, that's a combi effect. Keeps the target on 1 HP. That's just for the player. If the target has X buff, attack gets boosted by X. Nah, too specific. This doesn't make sense for the enemy. Uses well, it could. Nah. Use HP to 1. Deals damage based on the life last times. Oh, it should be reduces own HP. Own HP. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's really interesting. Because they are soldiers. So they are kind of supposed to work together. I really like that one. But how do I communicate this to the player? Especially if the player doesn't get an attack like this. I will give the player the option to look at the opponent's attacks with Analyze, so he can see the attack there. And I will explain it when that actually happens, why it happens. Okay, I will keep that one in mind. Maybe this is one for a later one, but I actually already like it. Wait, didn't I write this one before? Whoops. I think I wrote them out, right? I think I wrote it the other way around. I think I wrote like this is also type so and so. Or did I? Texture also get for extends. Target says that. These are more for bosses. Again, this is the link attack. Yeah, I like the idea of this one. This would be hard to write on AI, I think. maybe not hard, but I don't want to write a name. I think it's more interesting for the player. If the debuff unit is defeating an enemy, the cooldown of the attack gets increased by X, cooldown stays for X turns. Wait, why did I do it this way around? Shouldn't it be the other way around? If you defeat the enemy who has this buff, then the one who attacks gets this side effect. I mean, it depends what I want. Do I want that the player can't really use the character for attacks anymore? Or do I want that the character can't target that target anymore? I think actually this way is better, because the other way around it kind of creates a situation of annoyance. These X% of the target's current HP as true damage. Parentage cut. Isn't this just... This is what I said last time about the Treasure Cruise ults that just cut XP. It's not from full HP, it's current HP, I think it is. Life cost minus X HP heals target with a life cost. Ah yeah, that's a heal that is okay-ish. Which is all about the use of the target. Wait, didn't I say this was too strong? Change the type and rest in the highest. Okay, that's a complicated one. The target performs its skill twice this turn. Ah yeah, that's a support move. The hero changes form. Okay, for the hero contributes all other skills. Okay, it's also for the player. Random roll increases damage of this attack. Increases damage of this attack by X attack each time the combat mode was switched on the same enemy. Ah yeah. This could work for an enemy. Damage of this, but for a boss probably. If the element of this attack changes with this element, doesn't work. Targets of the same element is the use of this attack. Could work, but nah. Okay, the one I liked the most was the team priority. I just realized something about this one. Like, obviously this one is from the magnitude attack from Pokemon. Not this one. This one. It's because earthquakes have varying grades of magnitude. And they are kinda not in our hands, so I guess that's why they made it random. That's kinda weird. To use something so serious for an attack. But maybe I'm reading too deep into it. Where was the one with the team? Yeah, this one. This one obviously gets better. The more, or better, only has actually an effect the more enemies are there at the same time. We need a name for this. Team priority attack. Skip. Team priority. Team priority attack. Like this. Oh, although I just thought of something. Won't these guys have very similar speed stats? Yep. Yep, they will. So maybe I have to cook around a bit. Why did I make them so similar though? Did I even balance those already? Why the fuck do you have 8 elemental attack? The motherfucker can't even use it. I should do same element bonus differently. I shouldn't do it fixed. I should do it the same as the neutral bonus. Should also look at the elemental stats, but divided by 2 or something. I don't know why I'm thinking of fixed sets. This one, same elemental bonus. The same elemental bonus value is 1.5. Just make it like this one. Can also skip the whole... no, we can't. It's different cases. Also, it's at least 1.5. So, yeah, it's always... Oh, wait, that's a negative elemental modifier. Where's the neutral bonus shit? Here, neutral elemental modifier, same as the Wettanwender. It has to be at least 1 and max 4. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't go negative. Should I make it like at least 1.25 or like at least 1.5? I think I should. And maybe reduce the max to like 3. Although I'm not sure if anybody will ever get this elemental modifier over 4. And if they do, who am I to stop them, right? Although it could break some stuff. I think 4 already might break some stuff. Which I'm really interested to see how it turns out. Okay, but we are not talking about this, we're talking about skills. For the skill, we are saying team priority attack. What the fuck happened? Did I just paste? Wait. In the worst cases, it's doing nothing. And if you have several soldiers and they are all using this attack, it actually creates a chain. That's cool. But what happens? So they are all on 0 cooldown. They are random though, so they will either use the 0 cooldown move or they will use this one if it's up, or they can use fire tackle. Haven't even done one attack yet, I'm already thinking about what the fuck do I do with those? Maybe it's just a boost after all. It can be both, obviously. I can give them multiple ones, but I think that's a bit too early. Also, I'm thinking about what if I find a better enemy who's like really focused on this mechanic of cooperating. Also, this move makes more sense for a mixed group of enemies with various speed, or with some of them having really low speed and creating chains. And at the end, it's just making them move for you. So in the worst case, they are killing you obviously before you kill them, or they just get their damage out before you kill them. So it's more like an annoying attack, which is fair for level 25, I think. I don't think it will have the impact I'm expecting, because most of the time everybody will kinda do the same, especially because they have the same attack pools and similar speeds. Can I randomize this somehow? I mean, they are using random attacks. This is randomizing it kinda, but because they have cooldowns, they all start with 0, obviously. What if I make this one 0? What if I give it 0 cooldown start and then it has a cooldown? That sounds like a pretty disgusting starter. Let's try it out. So let's give it start cooldown. So I can copy this one already. Holy shit. Why is it that strong? 20 for start cooldown 0? On a 60 move? Really? Why? Because it's fire? Because it's fire, huh? Maybe that's already strong enough. Maybe I don't have to give it the next one. Maybe that's... But it's level 25, so it's a bit higher. Let's add it. Fuck it. Ah, shit. What was the name again? Team priority attack. How did that happen? Actually, I like it. think I don't have to add anything. Just there's no stats to change. Yeah. Let's make this one red so I know that I have to look at it. I already like this one. It should be called something like it has to be something with support, right? And it has prior start cooldown 0, so it's like engage, like how you engage a battle. Is there a word for the first strike? Or like a leader, a leading attack that follows where it's followed by other attacks. I mean, if I just call it follow up, it's maybe too generic. For some reason I want to say something like have some military word on it, like soldier strike, something like this, like battalion strike, maybe something like this. One L. I mean, I think it should be fine. Okay, it was only one attack. I definitely have to be faster for the next ones. Let's do Unspice next. I guess you color him red. The fourth. Okay, this dude does magical stuff. So his standard attack would definitely magical fire. I can't do it neutral, I only have to fire animation. And this will just be a hit, like it's 0 cooldown. Maybe don't make it too strong. Doing it 40 again, right? Maybe let's do 30. 100 accuracy. Single target. That's level 1. Do I give those ever like some sort of effect? I mean, the problem is, again, what's the identity of this one? The other ones should just beat you up with physical attacks and burn and team attacks. This one definitely has to burn you. I mean, he's shooting fireballs at you, but I don't think maybe a small chance to burn. Let's see, what is your power level so far? Why are they the same? What? Oh, because it's fire. Oh, wait, that might actually make it alright like this. True. I just call it fireball. How do I even do this with different animations? I have to do some trickery. Wait, what is this spew? A flower. What is a speck? Okay, it's something, it's like a dirt speck. I mean, it's just a fireball. It's just a fireball. It's just a fireball. How about laughing flame, because the motherfucker's laughing? This one should be a 100% fire. Burn, I mean. Unless... I just realized those guys will be really boring if they all start at level 1, but they won't. Level 10 might be too late though, right? Yeah, but this guy should just burn you. Maybe I changed the unlock levels actually a bit. Thinking so much about just the normal. Enemies, not even the boss fights. I mean, I can just take anybody, right? Yeah. Let's take this burn, put it here. I guess let's put it on 10 for now. I mean, the beginning of the game should be easier, right? Although, should they all level the same? Let's keep it like that for simplicity for now. This stays turn-based combat. You are becoming a 100% though. And I think I'm gonna make you a bit more annoying. And all of a sudden, the attack is... Okay, that's maybe too much. 2 turn, 30 damage, 100%. 0 damage, I think that's fine. And the last one is... Let's just call it Comical Flame. Comical Flame. Actually, you are technical, I would say, and the last one can be magic again. And we just continue the... Now it's a... I guess now... it's interesting. How about a multi-burn? Or how about a burn extender? I think a burn extender could actually be really annoying. Like, returns 10 damage. Keep it at 0 for now. Let's give it 200 all enemies. Level 25. Okay, it's actually weaker. Interesting. So we can even put in some damage. It explodes. What about 10? Okay, that's way milder. I think for 25 actually that might be too low. Although I did the other one 79. Let's keep it on that for now. Maybe we increase it to 3 cooldown. But I like this already. Now we have the boy. And this guy has water attacks. Let's do them all for now, water technical. I'm not sure yet what I want to do with him. So this is a frog that's throwing a bike at you. So let's just call it bike. Actually, it's not a bike, it's a unicycle. Unicycle. Maybe I should just call it cycle. Wait, the unicycle is a bike with one wheel, right? Unicycle. Yes, I wrote it correctly. I mean, that's just a 50, right? Oh, I might reduce the accuracy for this one though. For the damage increase. I think it's reasonable for a bike throwing move to miss. But is quite stronger still. I mean, it's a 0 cooldown. Maybe don't go overboard. I can't do it 40. Wait, what? I mean, it's only so strong because it has water typing. But this won't do shit. The player will be really... Actually, it might. But it's only strong in team fights if he's mixed with other companions. Like on his own, all these element attacks are pretty ass, actually. Because if you think about it, why would you use a water attack? I mean a fire attack on a water type enemy. maybe I make him neutral type. In that case, fire attacks would be reasonable. But I do want that. I do want a water enemy actually, so you have elemental weakness. Forgot to mute, sorry. I guess I will see. Fuck it. Let's keep it like that. Let's call this one Water Ride. And this one... What was the effect called again? This one should give... Drenched. Drenched. Sure, let's make it 1 turn. Minus X% true damage. How about minus... That can be a minus 50. 100%. It's pretty strong though, 50. Have to figure that one out, obviously. I guess that one's already pretty strong. Can do it at 2 cooldown. Should I do them all missable? Okay, let's see about the damage. I think the scaling should fit though, depending on how strong the attack is. Yeah. Let's do it slightly stronger and give it that effect. Okay, what would be the last one? I think a buff could make sense here. He looks already like a strong dude. And I could do something memey. Like here he comes. Like, here come that boy. I think this can also be a 2 cooldown. This one shouldn't miss. Single, and it will be an attack buff. Attack boost. I have to obviously... Oops, this doesn't work, okay. Do I have self-attack boost? I don't think so, right? I should definitely call it like that though. Wait, this one should be a self-attack boost, I think. Let's add it in a note. Self-attack boost. Nah, I don't like it. Let's just write it. Delete node. Self attack moves. Why not make it longer? 3 turns. 20 damage. 100%. This could be pretty strong. I mean, it's his. Kinda like his final, right? Has to be adjusted. Was it this one? Seems like it. Okay, and with that, these are all the normal enemies we have so far. Maybe we will do some color variations if it's not enough. It might be. So we have at least some playroom with different kinds of enemies. But now we can go at the bosses. So angry. How many attacks does he need? Well, at least 4. I just realized, why am I thinking of 4 attacks max? Enemies can have as many attacks as they want. Especially bosses. I might retire attacks if they are too weak to make them stronger. They shouldn't think in the package of enemies only have 4 attacks. That's only for the player actually. I mean, how many attacks does Angry have in his action mode? He has the bike where he's charging at you. He has the bike where he's jumping. He has the shots. Did I forget something? I think that's actually it. But probably I will give him more attacks. Okay, this is the first time where the enemy will actually have some sort of AI. So there needs to be some idea what he's doing. I think I will make him. I shouldn't think too much about the attacks themselves, but against what do I want to target here? Because the player is physical, so technical would make sense. Ken is magic, so physic will fuck him up. I think targeting Ken is actually not that stupid because he's supposed to be like the buffer and so on. And also is technical, so magic would fuck him up. I could argue for all of those types, this is never a problem, I think. Should they be elemental? Yeah, I think they should be. Even though probably neutral makes more sense. But I think the buff is important to hit against neutral types. I mean, does he need a 0 cooldown attack? Probably, like a standard attack. Which he always does if the others are on cooldown. I have to think about this more about, okay, like a Treasure Cruise boss fight. In how many turns is the player dead? That's how I should look at this fight. If he doesn't kill the enemy fast enough, what the fuck happened here? So I can technically say something like, okay, he's doing this in the second turn, this in the third turn, and this in the third turn, and so on. And at some point it can obviously interchange, but also I could do something like, if the player does this and that, then he immediately gets a buff or something. But this is more like an effect, I would say, which maybe should get its a new list. Maybe I should do an own list just for boss fights. But regarding that, what even could be the idea of this boss? I think the fire boss should be explosions. It's a strong debuff, especially on the player. If it gets off, he has a problem. So I don't want to give angry explosions. Could work, but I don't want to do it. So we have burn. I already put burn on the other enemies. Is that interesting though? I'm thinking more in the multi-hit direction actually. Because of his shooting. Like quick attacks, priority, attack increase. That's also what he needs to get. He needs to get stronger the longer the battle continues. So maybe that's actually his 0 attack. How do I search for its turn, maybe? Increase stack of the skill by X for each past turn this battle. I think this is what I want to give the fire boss. Technically I want to give this to every enemy. This is like an effect, kind of like let's call it the Sin of Wrath. So every enemy in the fire world after X turns will get increased damage, maybe some other buffs. So you get a reason for changing the modes. Yes. But these would come anyway, so this one should be... Damn, did I not write it with turn? Was it for that time? Yeah. Increases the attack of the skill by X for each time the skill got used this battle. Now, the funny thing is, I could make this combined with the action mode. But this would deteriorate the player a lot from going back to turn-based mode. The player should get rewarded when he changes the mode, so maybe I will reset it. Not sure, but let's add it. Let's call it repeat attack increase. Actually, don't know. Plus, I mean, I can start it out really low, right? It can snowball. +5 repeat attack increase. Actually, that would mean after, let's say 5 turns, it's only 35. But he also has different attacks. So actually, he wouldn't use it that often. Let's make it +10. To look into the power evaluation for that one, of course. This one should have accuracy. Oh god. Scaling of bosses, I completely forgot. But I think I'm already giving them so much shit that maybe I really only increase their stats. Maybe give them 1 or 2 more passive skills, but not their active skills. So that's like level 1, level 1, level 1. Should this be the shot or should this be the dash? Let's call it driving hot. Like running hot, driving hot, because it's a repeat attack, you know? You see? See what I mean? Okay. What else do we give him? Oh, he has this attack, which is a looming danger plus the Sin of Wrath. He's just getting stronger and stronger. I mean, I have to give him an AoE attack, right? All enemies. What's going on here? Here as well. Oh shit. The other way. I'm really not consistent with those, huh? Should this be a bomb? Shooting rain? Bullet rain. Bullet rain. How about you're a boss? How about an 80 bomb on everybody? Like, what the fuck is going on with this? Did I copy something wrong or something? This one might be a bit strong. But you are a boss, so it has to be strong. Do I give it an attack? I don't think I need it. That's just a bomb, a damage bomb. I think that's kind of like just a skill check, stat check. Can you defeat him before he overwhelms you? This fight probably is way easier in the attack, in the action mode. Yeah. How about for the next one a speed up next gear? So he's even getting faster. Wait, is this interesting? I mean, it doesn't change anything about the amount of attacks he does, right? He probably already will be pretty fast. Yeah, I think a speed boost is irrelevant here. Like, I should be aware of one thing. Giving a fast character a speed boost doesn't make sense. Because they're already fast. Speed boosts are for slow characters. These guys need like defense buffs, they need attack buffs, stuff like this. Unless I do something like if you're really fast, you get to attack again, or your attack gets performed multiple times. But this can become game breaking real quick. Or I would have to change the turn system, and I think that's too late. Like, I have already decided on how to do it. Unless it's really, it doesn't feel good, then I could of course change it, but it would be a huge remake. I mean, I like the idea of next gear, but what could it be? I think I'm not sure if I want to have bosses use up turns for buffs. Although it could give the player like a breather. Maybe it's necessary. It's really hard to say without actually testing it. Wait, does this already work? Can I say angry? I can use bullet rain. That's funny. Okay, how much damage does bullet rain? What level are you? 6. Okay, it should deal a lot of damage. What? Why? Oh. Oh, he's fucking him up. Holy shit. Okay, those stats are really high. It's a triple. Compared to... Actually, wait, how is it triple? Wait, that's wrong. It's 22 divided by 10, so it should be 2.2. And this divided by times 1.5. Something's not right here. Unless I misunderstood my own elemental modifier. Neutral elemental modifier. Yeah, times 7.5. Oh. Wait. Yeah, but still, it's elemental attack through elemental defense. So it's 22. Oh, it's by 5. Wait, but that's still, isn't it still wrong? It's 4.4. So it's just a full 4 multiplier. Oh, and is this one? Wait, how the fuck is it getting 3.3? Because I did say do this and then times 755, yeah. Hero has 5 elemental defense. Angry has 22 elemental attack. 22 divided by 5. Oh. It's taking this value times 7.5. That's fucked up. Is this okay? Just realized something. No, like different topic. The player can't do shit about those modifiers because if he's neutral, he's getting the neutral modified damage. And the only form he can change to is fire, where he will get the same type damage. This game really needs some more elements, man. I think I need to make the elemental boost like 0.25 or 0.5. So you really want to go into the elemental forms. Just to dodge the modified attack. Or you level your elemental defense. That's also reasonable. But yeah, this makes sense. And I actually like that you can, this allows you to get to 4 more easily. So let's make this. But will it ever go over 4 like this? It shouldn't. I hope it doesn't. Yeah, so it's basically... Whoops. So it's basically 412 divided by 3.3. So it would only be 124. Which is fine, but because of the elemental damage, it fucks you up. So... maybe we decrease it a bit. Maybe we go just for 50. We will see. Maybe it has to be that high. Okay, let's think about the other fights. Other attacks. Like... these battles will revolve around buffs, debuffs, all these different interesting effects. Is here a possibility to use one of those? I don't see it. Unless it's something like attacks also against this and that type. I was thinking about the generic debuffs like Confuse as well. Like maybe use the stuff you already have used as for the enemies. Yeah, I'm really thinking about Confuse. I have to somehow sort those. I have to give them like an identity, what kind of enemy I expect those to use before I don't use them at all, right? True damage is interesting for this early. Maybe I should also think about that. I mean, that's the truest form of stat check that you can have. Maybe we'll give it the boss though. Yes, this sounds like a good idea. I hope I don't forget it. Actually, true damage. Bellrock. 0 cooldown. I mean, technically, it's 0. But the attack is here. True damage. How about 250 for all enemies? Is that too much? It's 50% of a level 1 enemy. Actually, no, now that I think about it, maybe I don't want to go at that like true damage. My idea was I need a way for Bellrock to beat you on level 1 because I want to start the game with a boss fight that you lose most likely. Of course, you can win it somehow. Unless I don't. A lot. And what I want to say, oh yeah, I want to end the fight in 1, maybe 2 attacks. So he should really beat you up. Actually, I don't have to do this. I think I can let the player play the battle out. his inexperience will make him lose most likely, and even if he does this battle like really well, the sin of Wrath will ramp up, and if he gets hit once, it's over. So I think I want the exact opposite of true damage actually. So let's not add it. I think true damage would be better for some normal enemies maybe. Maybe there's some boss I can think of who only works with like true damage or some math or some shit. I mean, angry obviously is about getting angry. Is there anything else? Maybe keep it simple, stupid. Just a confused debuff. Wait, what? Yeah. Although the bomb probably is stronger than that confuse. We can do this one maybe even 70. This time it's only a single move. Let's take confuse, and wouldn't you guess it? It's also 100 confuse, but let's make this one 3 turns. So you might be fucked. Did I not change the code? I think I forgot to count in the turns. Oh, come on, man. Turns are not counted in for use. A lot I have to look up later. That one's just a trick jump. Because I have an animation for it. That's the whole reason. I mean, is there anything more fancy? Okay, let's imagine you visit this world at a later stage. Is this enough to be interesting? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? I think I have to make like a session where I think generally about enemy identities. Like all these attacks I build, I have to give like now an identity, like what kind of enemy would use this. Because right now they're all floating around and I'm not even using them, or I'm not having an idea how to use them and where to use them. Also, I haven't thought about at all how you beat this enemy, obviously. It's just be faster. What's the idea? What do you take with you? What's the answer against this enemy? It's just be faster right now. haven't thought about this actually. Now that I think about it. Like one big inspiration, as I already mentioned a few times, was Treasure Cruise. Like how you approach those battles is, it's all about team building, and the execution at the end is really just, do you hit your timings and so on. But everything else is really just your cooldown management. That's also why I did the cooldown system at the first place, because I didn't want to use mana. I liked cooldowns more, because mana kinda like cooldown. But I think I don't know. I don't know what I don't like about mana. It feels like maybe I'm just bored of it. Maybe it doesn't give me this tactical opportunity that cooldowns give you. Like, maybe it actually does, because if you have mana, you are just like, I'm just using my biggest spell all the time until my mana's empty, and when it's empty, I refill my mana and use my big spells again. And this way I kind of force the player to think about his attacks and also use various attacks. Or if he doesn't want to, he can take all his big attacks, but then he has to manage the cooldown times. Oh yeah. I think, or rather, what am I saying? I think I have to think about what interesting puzzles can I build. Basically, every turn-based fight is basically a puzzle. So again, back to Treasure Cruise, it's basically looking at what is my enemy throwing at me and how do I counter them. Treasure Cruise, the difference is it has various waves. So you have to prepare until you reach the boss. So you actually have to sometimes stall to get your cooldowns up for the boss battle. But then at the boss battle itself, you just get all your shit out. But often it's not enough to win the battle. So from that point onwards, you have to manage your cooldowns correctly and the boss's health. Because at certain health stages, he would do shit. And you have to be prepared. It's also a bit about adaptability. Using the right attacks depending on the situation. So maybe I won't even make the bosses that dependable, so it will be more random what they do. Maybe the cooldowns of all those attacks are 0. And it's more scripted, like, okay, he can do this and that, but if certain stages are reached, he will definitely do it. I mean, technically, the Sin of Wrath, the scaling bonus attack is kind of like predetermined. You can be aware that it will come. Let's think about it. I mean, what's the difference between Angry and the Fire Boss? Fire Boss will be putting explosives on you, which you will have to work around. Either you have to heal up or you have to cleanse them. How much cleanse will I give you though? What about if you are able to beat the boss to a certain degree? The debuffs will fizzle or something like this. But this is again just a stat check. But aren't they all kinda stat checks? I still have to fight correctly, right? How do I make this interesting? Or different at least. I mean, I'm playing Persona 5 Royal right now, and the battles are very, very straightforward every time. It's just, for the normal enemies at least, it's just hit the effective attack and then do your all-out attacks and so on. Or steal or whatever you want to do. The boss fights, there's always some kind of gimmick. With the first one... Actually, what was the gimmick there? I don't remember. I think he was just a big dude. I think he was preparing like big attacks. And you may have been able to stop him from the attack or something. You had to defend in the right situation, but I don't want to use defense. I mean, I can use defense buff. I have to think more also about the roles of the characters. Ken will be the buff user, distributor, and Hero and also will be the damage dealers. I think also and Ken are pretty similar at the beginning. Yeah, burn, explosive, stun, self-attack boost. Also doesn't... Yeah, also is a bit more on chances and so on. True. What about accuracy? What if you beat this guy by reducing his accuracy? I wouldn't mind allowing the player to reduce his accuracy by a lot. But would this be a bit random? What if it's burn? But what does burn? Burn is just a damage source. Oh, I could make something like if target is burned, he won't do something else. So you have to burn him so he doesn't do his really strong attack or something. Or he has to waste a turn removing his debuffs. I like that. So he will make donuts with his bike. The idea is it's a self cleanse. It's a true cleanse. Oh, probably. No, it will only be a turn remover. I think that's interesting. Let's make this the identity of this fight. What about a fire boss though? I have to think about his identity later. But let's make his identity, because we are giving you burns. Am I though? Yes, I just gave you the fire form. I just gave you explosive? But that's also a debuff he wants to remove. And I think I give you... You are going to the merchant before. You are getting tons of shit. Okay, yeah. He's doing cleanse. I think 2 turns are actually fine. Why are you 33? And you are 30. I didn't even do any damage yet. The idea is that he spins on his bike to get away, like he's burning, like you're rolling around on the ground. Something like this. Oh. I mean, that's just, I guess, a technical neutral. That's 0 damage, 0 cooldown, 100%, single target, level 1. I should write turns, I think. Will it break it though? No. Awesome. Yes, so you're kind of stalling him by debuffing him. I like that. So the fight is accelerating. You're also preventing him from using his bomb, his repeat attack and his confuse. Maybe the bomb should... I think these should probably be like that. Maybe like that. So he's using this twice in a row, and then he's using his shit and then his bomb. And this one is like... So you could technically lock him in the burn cycle. Maybe it has to be a true cleanse instead. Because it's 3v1. I mean, I have to test it, right? Also, the power level is irrelevant with this attack. It's supposed to be a weak... Like, not weak, but... like a stalling attack. Please don't tell me the damage increases. Okay, good. What was this attack be named? Just donuts? Do nuts? Don't this. I would love to make a wordplay like don't and donut, but I can't think of one. Don't us? Don't us? It kind of works. Yeah, let's just call it donuts. Wait, donuts is not written like that, right? Yeah, am I stupid? Wordplay wouldn't even work. It kind of works. But only if you take it literally. And I think for today that's already okay. Because I have to sleep a bit on the whole enemy identity thing. like what should the fire boss be, what should angry be, and so on. Yes, but that's off screen. For today, it should be it, so see you tomorrow.